Breeding shouldn't be about making money. The focus should be on the dog's health and the betterment of the breed. My name is Rajarajan. So I've been into dogs since I was a kid. So I began breeding Great Danes and Labrador because there are excellent specimens of these breeds available in our country. Showing the dogs I bred in conformation shows helps me gauge my progress and learn where I need to improve. Competing with top breeders raises my standards, and I aim to apply these learnings to my Bully Kuttas. Although Bully Kuttas are recognized by the UKC, the dogs shown in those shows are fewer compared to the more mainstream breeds. So my goal is to own at least one dog from each group categorized by FCA. I also plan to collaborate with other breeders to expand my knowledge. Life is too grand to stick to just one breed, right? However, I always consider the natural environment needs of the dogs before bringing them home. So you'll not see me bringing dogs like Tibetan Mastiff or anything like that. I've had pets my whole life, starting with a couple of indie dogs when I was a kid. Over the years, I've owned Dobermans, Beagles, German Shepherds, Rottweilers, Rajapaleyams and more. But I've always been drawn towards larger breeds. So that's when I discovered Bully Kuttas. So visiting kennels like Anil Nai's King's Bully, I was amazed by their sheer size. There's also historical evidence suggesting that this breed was used during the Chola dynasty, so which added to their appeal for me. So naturally I chose Bully Kuttas. When it comes to the ethical side of dog breeding, there are a few key things to consider. So first, let's talk about health and well-being. The health of both the parent dogs and puppies are super important. This means regular vet checkups, good diet and clean living environment. Breeding should never compromise the dog's health. Second, responsible breeding are a must. So we, usually we don't start breeding our dogs until they are around 2 to 2.5 years old. And we also do it once in a year. We don't do more than, we skip one heat and we do once in a year. And we are also careful not to breed them more than 3 or 4 times at most. Third, let's consider breeding decisions. So choosing breeding pair should focus on improving the breed, considering things like temperament, health and breed standards. This helps avoid passing on negative traits. So you can't just pick a short dogs and taller than standard dogs, breed them and hope for right sized pups. It doesn't work that way. You gotta go for the dogs that meets the standards every time. Fourth, I would say transparency is key. Breeders should be honest with buyers about the dog's health, its temperament and needs. All necessary documentations like vaccination certificates, KCI papers should be provided, and any questions answered openly. Finally, avoid profit-driven practices. Breeding shouldn't be about making money. The focus should be on the dog's health and the betterment of the breed. Profit-driven practices often lead to neglect and poor breeding standards. In dog breeding, both genotype and phenotype are important, but I tend to lean a bit more towards genotype. Phenotype, which is the physical appearance and observable traits of the dog, it is definitely crucial because it's what you see and often what first attracts people to a particular breed. However, genotype, which encompasses the genetic makeup, is where the real foundation lies. It influences not just the looks but also the health and temperament and the overall functionality of the dog. By focusing on genotype, you are ensuring that the desirable traits are consistently passed down, leading to healthier and more robust dogs over generations. So while phenotype catches the eye, genotype ensures the core of the breed is maintained. First, take your time choosing the right breed for you. You can use tools available on websites like Happy Pet Care to help with this. Once you have decided, pick the right breeder, visit their kennel, talk to them, gauge their knowledge about the breed. check out the parents of the puppy you're considering. This gives you an idea how your dog might develop. Next, feed your dogs properly. Large breeds grow until they are around 18 to 24 months old. So don't rush it. Don't overfeed them to avoid joint and other complications. Spend quality time with them. Let your dogs play. Let them dig. Let them jump and just be dogs. Here's an example why this is crucial. So many heavy-boned dogs like Great Danes, Bully Kuttas. So these puppies have weak pasterns because their bone growth can't keep up with their overall growth, especially during teething. So if you cage them too much and don't give them enough playtime, these pasterns won't recover at all. So I've seen many adult Bully Kuttas and Great Danes with weak pasterns and hinds because they weren't allowed to play and were tied up most of the times during their childhood. So simply letting them letting your pup dig and run strengthens their pasterns and hinds, and of course with the right diet. Finally, stay in touch with the breeder until your pup becomes an adult. Breeders can often spot potential issues early on, which new pet parents might miss. What I really love about being a breeder is seeing those little puppies grow into happy, healthy dogs in loving homes. It's incredibly rewarding to know that I've played a part in bringing joy to the families and helping them find their perfect furry companion. Plus, being surrounded by dogs all day isn't too bad either. See, Happy Pet Care is a very good platform. I have registered some of my dogs and I have also listed some of my pups. From a breeder's perspective, what I really liked about it is, you are not just listing the pups. You have also have made it mandatory to mention the dog's father, mother, and things like that. And from the pet parent's perspective, if they visit your website, they get a lot of information about almost all the breeds. So if I'm a new parent, if I want to select a breed for me, then just by visiting Happy Pet Care, I can learn what size this dog is going to become and what it needs from its during the puppy stage when it's adult, and how much money you have to spend to maintain the dog. And it also gives an idea about other health complications and stuff. So that way I think it's a very good platform and a very good initiative.